Morning guys, it is Saturday and that means CSA pickups, and we have a big downtown festival this week here in my town, so a lot of my members couldn't get to this side of town to pick up at their regular Thursday time, so I have a lot of customers coming today to pick up. Gonna get that all set up and then I'll get back with you. Everything is set up. I have probably a couple minutes before people start showing up to pick up their shares. So I'm just gonna sit here in the garage with my laptop and get some work done. I really want to get a newsletter out, and so I'm gonna really try to get that done today. You'll have to excuse me, I'm exhausted because we spent a decent portion of the night listening to our neighbors fight and calling the cops. So basically, like I said, we have this big festival every year in August in our town, and it can be a lot of fun, but if you live here it's kind of a pain because it's really difficult to get through town. All your favorite places have zero parking. You have to walk 2 miles to get anywhere. It's a struggle. The businesses obviously love it because they get great foot traffic, but it's annoying. The other thing is that there's a lot of alcohol flowing usually, especially late into the night, and I've never witnessed any problems. Usually that kind of stays at the festival, but last night, probably around like 11:30 or something like that, we hear these kids, and I say kids, but they were probably like, you know, young college students, maybe late high school, I'm not really sure, like screaming right outside our house. Like it sounded like they were in our house. And one of them, according to my husband, just like pulled down her pants and started peeing in the middle of the street. And like, what? So he like yelled out the window and said, hey, well, he didn't yell, he said like nicely but loudly, like, can you guys just keep it down? It's 11 o'clock at night, we're trying to sleep. And he also noticed at that time that like their car was parked partially in front of my neighbor's driveway, which obviously is illegal, and it was just, they were being really annoying. But their like really dignified response was to scream, "Shut up, you pedophile." Sydney from the future here, inserting a hilarious anecdote that I forgot to put in this part. I actually opened up my bedroom window. Now I'm half asleep because again, 11 o'clock at night and I am dead at that point. And I was so annoyed with everybody that I opened up the window and yelled out it to the screaming, peeing in the street crazy people. Hey, this is insert name of small festival here, not Coachella, so shut up, go to bed. Matt calls the cops and they end up coming by just to like see what was going on, but they had already left in one of their 2 cars, and the one was still parked partially in front of my neighbor's driveway, so they probably left him a ticket, but I don't really know. So a couple hours later, at probably like 1:30 in the morning, I'm awakened again by Matt calling the cops again. He's like on the phone with them because there is a huge fight going on, like a huge fight. Like these guys, you can't see anything because it's pitch black outside, but he knows they're fighting because he can hear them physically hitting each other, and they're just screaming on the top of their lungs at each other. It was quite a scene. And like, I've grown up in some areas where that's a little bit more prevalent. This is not one of them. Like, this is a quiet neighborhood, like a great place to raise your kids type thing. So that was a little odd to experience. Anyway, the cops eventually came and talked to them, and they were like, oh no, we weren't fighting, like this is just what we do, it's fine. And they go back home, and after the cops leave, they start fighting again, like screaming and yelling. And so I ended up actually recording some of it because I thought if anything like really bad happens, like we should probably have at least a sound recording to show the police. Luckily, I don't think anything did, but you can hear, I don't know if I'm going to insert it or not, but if I do, or if I don't, you can hear the one kid yelling at the other guy, who I found out at that point is apparently his dad. He says something along the lines of like, oh sure, just leave, like lose another kid, why don't you? And the dad's yelling, oh, is that all you got? That's what you got. And it was something else. It eventually ended and we got to go back to sleep, but that's the story of why I'm tired. couple of members have picked up already, still have a few more. I'm just sitting here working on my computer, just finished editing another video that's gonna go up hopefully today, and I'm working on the thumbnail for it right now. I've been really bad at thumbnails because I don't have the slightest clue how to do them, but I've been trying to perfect that. So leave a comment down below what you think of my thumbnails lately and if they're terrible and if I should change them. All right, most of my CSA members showed up. One of them still didn't, but that's pretty good numbers for lately. It happens, so whatever. I'm done. I am making myself some lunch because I'm starving. Oscar is sleeping on a pile of clean laundry on the couch that I need to fold. Anyway, I'm gonna get some lunch in my belly, get stuff wrapped up around here, and then head out to the farm to get some stuff done for the afternoon. Here come the forsythia, making some tea. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I love you. What? Why are you making a funny sound? I'm sorry, does your nose itch? Oh, and your side? Oh, you're an itchy boy. Bless you. I love you. All right, it's about 1-something, 1:15, 1:20, I don't know, really late in the afternoon. And normally if on a Saturday it got this late and I still hadn't gone to the farm, I would just stay home and get like hoop house stuff done or whatever. But not today, fam. I have some stuff. Oh my gosh, the mailman just walked by, that's really awkward. I have some stuff I need to get done today, so we're heavy cukes. We're gonna go do that. Hope y'all are excited. So here's the thing. You might be asking yourself, why is she wearing a sweatshirt? Is it really that cold outside? And the answer is yes, this morning it was. And now it's like 70 something and it's definitely not cold enough for a sweatshirt. Like I'm wearing shorts with it. But even so, it's warm, one might say. Drinking some iced tea and cashew milk. So why on earth am I wearing a sweatshirt? And the answer is simply that I bought it last night from the thrift store and I like it a lot, and so I can't take it off. I feel like it's got this cute, like vintagey, like 1990s kind of thing going on. But also I'm quickly approaching 30, so that was embarrassing. All right, hose is turned on. Zone B1 is being watered, and the first order of business is to go use the restroom because I drank too much of that iced tea and I'm about to pee my pants. All right, it's hot and I'm about to be working in the sun, so it's finally time to lose this adorable sweatshirt that I'm so proud of. All right, let's go plant some broccolini. Okay, actually, emergency. Before I plant the broccolini, I'm going to set up the drip for the bed of beets that I planted yesterday because they are all but dead. If I didn't kill all of them, then the only ones that are only alive under the surface. I'm gonna try not to cry and just set up this drip so that maybe they can live. Emergency lines put in, drip has been turned on. Now we're gonna plant some broccolini. broccolini's are going in the ground pretty well. Some of them are looking really wilty, which is concerning, but the drip is on underneath this landscape fabric, so my hair won't stay out of my face. So I'm hoping that they'll bounce back pretty soon. I might also at some point grab the hose and just spray them with like a fine mist to kind of cool off the leaves, just like a really quick shock of cool. Yeah, that's where we are so far. All right, well, I got everything planted that I wanted to except for carrots, and as you can kind of see right here, I made the area for the carrots, and actually in the front half of it here is going to be zucchini, but carrots take a lot. And I just don't have the time today, so that'll probably be my next video, is me explaining how I am doing carrots these days. So subscribe if you want to see that. But anyway, it's late, I'm tired. I'm gonna go dump the compost in the compost bin, and then I'll put the hose away and we'll be out of here. All right, well, you haven't seen me since I was on the farm, but I got home and made some dinner. We watched A Little Orange is the New Black on DVD. No spoilers, by the way, I'm like super not caught up. And now I am sitting in my closet trying to clean up the giant mess that is my clothes right now. We went to the thrift store yesterday and I got a bunch of new stuff, so I'm trying to get rid of all the old stuff. Hi, Bubba. You're so cute. That's all. It's bedtime. Catch you in the next one. Oh yeah, go grow something.